This is a quick video of what I'm doing in SketchBook Pro. Actually, just SketchBook, an old Autodesk piece of software. So what I did was I had a template from an art book that had this scene, this barn scene, the summer barn scene. So all I did was I imported the scene into SketchBook. So after I did that, then I decided, okay, well, since it's a snowy scene, I'm going to pull in a background color that I can use to lay out the kind of dreary look of the background scene. So I added that color to the background. The next thing I did was I brought in some clouds. So using one of the one of the brushes, I just kind of lightly laid in some clouds. So this is kind of the start to my clouds. You can see just a little bit of hint of some snow clouds in here. I did some lights and some darks using a brush that just kind of lays in these rough edges. So it made it pretty easy to do. So the next thing I did was I decided, well, I'm going to start on working on the roof of the barn and start getting some snow on it. So I went and pulled. Actually, what I did was I outlined the entire barn roof, and then just painted it all white. So after that, then I added the the colors for the sides of the barn and some other things to start adding to the barn itself and start building it up. So in doing so, I just actually just drew around here and filled, drew around here and filled till I started getting this to start to flesh out a little bit. There's a fence that you see here in the foreground, so I started building up the fence. And like I said, it's still rough. I put a little snow on it, so it's starting to come out. Um, the roof itself, again, I just drew around the roof and then added the color. There's a little snow mound on the side that is going to I'm working on building up here, so that'll build up into a snow mound or maybe some bushes that are covered with snow. There are a bunch of trees in the background, so you can see here I started adding the background colors of the trees, and then I used again a brush that allows you to lay in these kind of fractal designs for the tree leaves. So you just change the colors with each iteration and just start tapping on here and adding the leaves to the trees. Need the branches themselves, so you start drawing in the branches. Again, you just in this case I'm just overdrawing the template that I loaded in the background. Add some snow on the ground. So again, I just laid the snow in, and now I can start building up the traces of slosh and what have you, and add some coloring over here on the side for the snow itself. Okay, so at this point, that's all the layers that I've built. Again, it's layer by layer using different types of brushes. I'll pull my brushes into the screen. There's a set of brushes over here on the side, or some of the brushes that I use to add my texture and my lines. Over on the other side here are each of my layers, and you can see I've just labeled them as I've continued to grow. So it's not that difficult to use. Watched a few videos and just started playing with it and eventually got to this.